Oh, there we go. Now we're rolling. Okay, Doc South here, and I don't know. The other day, I don't know. I got a candy bar on sale somewhere. Not entirely sure where, but it was a nice. It was a Snickers bar. Yeah, and it's a nice double barred Snickers. Yeah, it's all wrapped up. Yeah, I don't know. They're about a good 6 inches. About 2.5 inches per bar, and tastes fine. And but they're up to about somewhere just under $2. Yeah, geez, $2. And okay, I mean it in today's money, it's worth it. I mean they're awfully good. But I got to thinking, man, when I was a kid, and of course, that was a long time ago. I think Snickers bars had just been invented. In fact, I think chocolate had just been invented back when I was a kid. And they were using it on everything. But holy moly, it was, I think, well, okay. For instance, where I grew up in Chester, New Jersey, our house was on Main Street right next to a gas station. Mr. Serby's gas station. I think it was a Flying A gas station, if I recall right. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. And Mr. Serby pumped gas, and I think he sold candy and sodas, ice cream in his store. He was kind of it was sort of like a primitive convenience store in a way. But that's about all he had. I think sometimes he'd have bread too. I think, yeah. And he could maybe get a newspaper or he'd lend you his, one thing or the other. And, I and we used to, I think some nights we'd be watching TV, my mother, father, my kid brother, Ed, myself, we'd be sitting around watching, I don't know, Wonderful World of Disney or Sergeant Bilko or Father Knows Best, that kind of thing. And my father would announce, he says, "Well, if one of you, if you two will go over to Serby's there, Mister Serby's, and get some candy bars, I'll treat Marianne." That was my mom. He said, "So what do you want, Marianne?" Mom would say, well, "Gee, I'll have a Milky Way." And my father said, "Yeah, I'll have a Hershey bar, Hershey almond." And you two decide what you want. Here's a quarter, and we'd go over. And I think usually Ed and I we'd probably get Juji fruits, usually Juji fruits, sometimes a Milky Way, and it'd be like 21 cents. The penny was the sales tax. By the way, people were mad about paying that penny, I might add. Yeah. Serby, I know Mr. Serby would say, "Boy, I'm sorry I got to charge that extra penny." What'll they think of next? Stupid sales tax and all. Yeah. And I come home with 4 cents change to give to my father. And we'd eat our candy bars and watch TV. Next, we were brushing our teeth and going to bed. But gee, now, I don't know. The other day I bought, now this was a double candy bar. In other words, uh, it was two candy bars in under one wrapper. And so you'd say, well, what's that? 10 cents? No, not anymore. I think it was $2. $2. Now back then, $2 would have bought, back in the 50s, $2 would have bought 40 candy bars. Yeah, 40 Milky Ways. Or it would have bought 20 Milky Ways and 20 Three Musketeers. Yeah, I am not kidding. Holy mackerel. Of course, now, yeah, you got paid a whole lot less when you worked and all that. I understand, but oh my gosh. I guess the dollar is the new nickel, I suppose. But and a $5 bill is the new quarter. I boy, and of course gasoline, like I said, I think, or I may not have said, but gasoline back then, oh, I seem to remember people being livid because gasoline went up to 22 cents a gallon. Yes. Yeah. Well, pretty rough. Boy, all the work you had to do to just fill the tank. Oh, Lord have mercy. Of course, you do make more now, I suppose. And inflation, I guess, has reared its ugly head, but doggone, man. Well, what are you going to do? Candy bars still taste great. They're a little smaller, I think, than what they were back then for a nickel. Yeah, I think the $2 package, if you said, okay, that's two candy bars, two normal candy bars in one wrapper. No, it's really about one and a half, one and a quarter of what one single candy bar used to be. I think somewhere along the line it don't add up, but I guess that's how it goes. Well, there's more, I guess, more expenses involved and all that. And you got computers knocking these things out. I know tasty cake pies. Yeah, they were. I think there was a guy who had a vegetable stand. He used to keep a nice line of the tasty cake pies in his store, his vegetable stand, and I think they were a nickel. They ain't a nickel anymore. No, sir. They're still mighty darn good. I got to admit. But wow, interesting. No, I guess that's how it goes. We're making more. I mean, what I make working at a supermarket would have back if you actually made that money that I make now back then, that would have been what the manager got paid. Yeah. and a darn good manager at that. I mean, he'd have to really step and fetch. And oh my heavens, it's interesting how things change, ain't it? Yeah, it's amazing. And of course, I remember back in the 50s, everybody griping about how Milky Ways, it was scandalous how they're now a nickel. Doggone, you used to be able to get two for a nickel. So I guess it's just a case of back when I was a kid. Right? Okay. Anyway, I just thought I'd say, oh, enjoy your candy bars. What are you going to do, right? They're still tasty. Doggone it, they're still tasty, I got to say. And a tasty cake. Oh, tasty pie. Yes. It's just, doggone, they just, they have gone up. They have gone up. But again, they still go down smooth, I guess. So what are you going to do? I'll see you later. Bye now.